Do you know how difficult it is to solve a Rubik's Cube? It's that difficult that we could put the whole humanity, all the population, trying to mix it as fast as they can, and it would take all of them millions and millions of years to try all the possible combinations. Trillions of combinations, and only one of them solves the Rubik's Cube. So it's that difficult that it's completely impossible to solve it by luck. Of course, you need to practice a lot, or maybe be a magician. That's also a solution. So in this case, we're going to try to solve a puzzle that is even more impossible, and you are going to do it yourself with magic. So in this case, we will give 4 spectators 1 card to each one. So they can choose any card they want, but as I don't have spectators, I'm going to pick the 4 aces. It doesn't matter the card, it doesn't matter if I see it, okay? So we have 1 here. It's only so you remember them, because remembering 1 card is difficult, so remembering 4 is even more difficult. And we are going to grab a bunch of cards, okay? The rest we don't need. These cards, of course, can be mixed, this doesn't matter. And we are going to lose the chosen cards, in this case the 4 aces, into the middle. The spectators can lose them themselves. But it's important that the place that they put the card will change the result of the puzzle. It's as when you're mixing a Rubik's Cube. If you do one movement, you're one movement away or one movement more close to solving it. So each decision is important. It doesn't matter where they put, or it matters, we don't know. Okay, so they put them in the middle, and now the spectator can mix the cards. They can mix it as much as they want, so the cards now are in a completely different order. And this order will result in you solving or not solving the puzzle. So each decision is important. So the spectator will be mixing, and when they are happy, that's all. Now, in the order that they left the cards, we're going to flip cards face up and face down. So we mix more this puzzle, okay, this Rubik's Cube with cards. Okay, so we're going to put one face down, face up, face down, face up, and we're going to flip only a couple of these cards. This way, some of the aces are being flipped and some aren't. So in this case, we have like 1 ace face up, 2 aces face up, and 2 face down, and some random cards also face up and some face down, all based on your decisions. And now we're going to make even more decisions. So each time is harder and harder because there are more possible combinations. In this case, do you want to flip these cards or no? You're going to choose. And we're going to get a couple of cards, and then you're going to say, okay, flip them or don't flip. So I'm not going to lose, so you don't think I'm cheating, because these decisions will be made by the spectator. Okay, so imagine they want this to not flip, flip, don't, yes, yes, don't, and yes, for example. Okay. So again, these decisions made some cards to be face up and some cards to be face down. Maybe there's some ace, I don't see any. Okay, look, there's 1 ace face up, the rest are face down. And now, as if we were solving a Rubik's Cube face, you are going to make the decisions if you want to flip the cards in one direction or in another, in the edges. Okay, so you choose any edge and we flip them to the interior. Okay, so imagine they want to flip this one. Okay, we flip these cards. Okay, any ace at the moment, you can flip this one, for example. Well, look, 1 ace turning over and the other one face down now. So they're again mixing by your decision. So the spectator can mix now and turn over this part, or anyone they want. Again, the decisions will be made by the spectators, and they flip this part, and now they flip this part. So all apparently random decisions. But again, solving this with luck is completely impossible, because we will need all the humanity trying all the possible combinations for millions and millions and millions of years. So it's not you can't even think about that. But maybe with a little bit of magic, you can solve this puzzle and put all the chosen cards, the 4 aces, the only cards that are face up. So we have the first ace, the second ace, the third ace, and the 4th ace. The rest of the cards face down. Welcome to Losing on Cards. My name is Julio Rivera, and today I'm going to teach you a trick that is that easy that you won't even need to do anything. The spectator will do everything for you, and you can just sit and relax and see the magic happening. So it's a self-working and no setup trick. So I hope you're ready, let's learn it. In this trick, as in any self-working trick, you only have to follow a few steps and the trick will work 100% of the times. But again, the important thing is not the method, it's not how it's done. The important thing is the presentation, what you tell the spectators. Because I see a lot of people that learn these self-working tricks at YouTube, and then they have the spectator do this. Okay, so now put one card on the table, put another one face up, now flip them over, put it back on the deck, and then back again. It's completely boring and it makes no sense. Why are you doing all those steps? It's not magic, it's just like having them do some weird stuff and then something kind of amazing happens, but not really impossible, like something that is interesting. So that's why when you do this kind of tricks, the spectators are like, oh wow, interesting. But they are not like, what did happen? This is completely impossible. The difference is in the presentation. So the most important thing that I'm gonna give you in this video is not the method that I'm about to teach you and that you will learn in just 10 seconds, it's the presentation. Learn it and watch it again, because when you create a presentation that is compelling and interesting, the magic changes a lot. Because in this case, I've used a comparison with the Rubik's Cube, which and the story I told is real. If you have had all the population, all the people in the world mixing the Rubik's Cube as fast as they can, it would take them millions and millions of years to try all the possible combinations, and only one of them solves the Rubik's Cube. So this makes it already interesting, and it gives a justification so for when you are like mixing and doing all those steps. Because if not, the spectator will be like, why I'm like putting a card, mixing, flipping it makes no sense. But now it makes, because it is the same as if they were trying to solve a puzzle or a Rubik's Cube, like mixing, and this will get them closer or far away from solving that puzzle. So again, the presentation is the more important thing. Now that you know, we can learn the method, which is so simple. In this case, you need 4 chosen cards. I'm going to use the 4 aces because they are easy to memorize, and even you can do it with the 4 aces because it's also easier to follow for the spectators, or they can choose any cards and then sign it, so they are more visual. And now you need 12 cards, so we get 3, 6, 9, and 12. That's all. 12 random cards that can be shuffled, and 4 chosen cards that can be put in the middle. I can tell them that each decision will change the result and the result of the trick, and it will get them closer or far away from solving the puzzle. Make it compelling, make it interesting, and make it impossible. Okay, so now that they lost the cards anywhere, of course they can mix, because we don't care where those aces are. They can mix as much as they want, and when they mix, now you're just going to put one card face down, and the other one you're going to flip it. So you flip one card and the other one you don't. But the first one, just leave it as it is. You leave the first card, flip, leave, flip, leave, flip, okay? One card by one, even with the aces, okay? And now you show how there are some cards face up and some cards face down. In this case, we have 2 aces face up, but there could be 1, there could be 3, there could be none, and some random cards, okay? So show those details and make it, again, impossible. What's the presentation again, and what's all the details that I say? Okay, now you have this, you have put the first card face down, the next one face up, and one by one, flipping them. And now you get 2 cards each time, and you can ask the spectator if they want to flip it or not. And they can not flip any, or they can flip all of them, or they can do whatever they want. So imagine they leave this one, they flip, they leave, flip, flip. It doesn't matter, okay? So just follow these steps and it will work. But it doesn't matter the decisions that the spectator picks. And now you're going to deal the cards first from left to right, then from right to left, left to right, and right to left. Okay, so we deal 4 cards, left to right, then right to left, 4 cards again, left to right, and right to left. And now the spectator and we're going to flip the cards from the outside to the inside in any direction that the spectator wants. So they can choose, imagine they want this row, okay? We flip it, now they want this one, okay? We flip it, they want this one, okay? We flip it, this one, flip it, this one, okay? And then this one. And that's all. It can happen 2 things. We can have the aces face down or the aces face up. But it will work 100% of the time. If we have it like this, if we see a random card face up, we only flip the packet and show that the 4 aces are face up. So it's a completely self-working trick, easy to do, But again, remember to do a compelling story. All these details about doing a great presentation, the theory, how to make a good acting, is the kind of things that I'm starting to share on my newsletter at illusionandcards.com/learn. You can register there, it's completely free, and I will email you with my best tips and tricks directly to your email. So I hope you like it. Go to illusionandcards.com/learn. Of course, subscribe if you like my content and if you want to learn great magic that really impresses everyone. And I'll see you next week. Bye bye.